pills. I got a mob coming by the mills. They're down, boy, from 4C honey.
Welcome to a special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost.
We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake Erie as the streets of downtown Cleveland, Ohio are alive. And with, well, Kevin, great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Davis, and it's George in at the 1 spot. Here we go. And for the Cavaliers, the duo inside, Love and Thompson. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. And it's Garland in at the point. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast through the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about the time. Going into the playoffs, teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
To the inside. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by George.
LeBron James out sprinting up the floor, his 16th season, still getting after it.
Garland kicks to Thompson. Pass to Garland. Back to Thompson. Howard with the steal. Wow, hammering it in.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And here's Cleveland. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
A nice shot by Howard.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Now here's Sexton, guarded by Green. Sexton dishes to Love, passes it to Garland. They get a hand on it, stolen by George. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
A terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
And here is Garland. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Osman kicks to Sexton. Pass to Love. 5 to shoot. Over Green. And the shot is long.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. Think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
The 3 from George. Bangs home the trifecta.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished 1 ballot shy, burning all the MVP votes.
Well, we wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Howard. JaVale McGee comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Green. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Exum. Defense is right there. The kick out to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
And there's George. That's good on the assist by Caldwell-Pope. George has got 5 now.
And, guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Hyde on the wing. Now here's Henson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
I like it. Cousins making an impact on the defensive end. Nice to have a rim presence and blocks that shot away.
And that one's good, George.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The pass to Henson. Exum deciding where to go with it. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Lakers leading by 9. Feeds it to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Exum with it. Now guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Exum passes to Porter. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. He dishes it to Knight. 4 on the clock. That one goes in.
I like seeing Knight get going. A reliable shooter from the in-between area on the floor.
Pass to George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's good from George. And George drops them both.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did.
Wow, what a way to finish.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Larry Nance out there with Porter. Then it's Exum. Then there's Brandon Knight. And it's Zizic in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Los Angeles. .151 left to play here in the half. And McGee kicks to George. From past the arc. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And finished off by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Now, here's Garland, defended by George. Halt the run. Garland, no good. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Passes it to Osman. They double him with George. No one near Henson as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer. Henson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
And the basket is good. 16 points for George.
A great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
Garland, the pass to Henson. Now, here's Sexton. Covered by LeBron. The shot by Sexton, no good.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Sexton with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento. And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Porter. LeBron with some nice D.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Howard. Then it's Green, and it's George in at the point guard. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense.
What a handle.
But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who's a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Thompson outside. Kicks to Garland. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Love. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. You take a look at the Nets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Zizic has checked in for Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Exum, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Brandon Knight in for Garland. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And Bradley's subbed in for Green. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Well, the Sooners didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another one-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise-caliber player.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Free throw good, Kuzma. Porter's checked in for Sexton. And the Lakers also making a change. Murray's checked in for Anthony Davis. Well, Brent, you look at the size and athleticism of DeMarcus Cousins, and you can forget just how skilled he is.
Well, the interesting part about Cousins, and as his career goes on, especially coming off the injury, Kevin, what does he rely on? Well, when he came into the league, as you said, he had that skill set. He's going to rely more and more on that ability to shoot the ball and to still make plays so that he's still an impact player in the NBA. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
The Lakers have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Here's Knight, 5 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Pass to Zizic. Trying to get something going, and the rejection by Cousins. And George, here we go. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Exum with a wide open look. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And George, here we go. 2 points. That one goes. George has got 27 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Knight passes to Zizic. Back to Knight. And it's sent back by George. Murray kicks to George. George double-teamed. The pass to Cousins. Outside Bradley. Here's George. Three-pointer. And another three for the Lakers.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
50 seconds left to play in the third. Porter, no luck.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
George double-teamed. Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, some agility shown by DeMarcus Cousins, even at that size, can still get on up.
Exum passes to Porter. The shot and game clock separated by 4. To end the run. And the rejection by Cousins. Zizic kicks to Exum. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot by Knight, no good. And so it's Los Angeles. Way out in front. Their lead at 38 points. And while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up.
George is checked in for the Lakers. You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, though, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. John Henson out there with Thompson. And it's Love in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Pass to George. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Passes it to Thompson. Now, here's Garland, defended by George. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Garland. Garland's got his 5th assist in this one. And so George will bring it up for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope passes to George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. that's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one thing about this team, they never stopped pushing the envelope. A fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Miller. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Bucket is good.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's George. Tipped away. McGee dishes to George. And another shot. And Thompson sends it back.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was overwhelming. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
That's the great thing.
Yo, Che, got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, homie?
Just check the season averages, and you're up to 2 steals per game after tonight.
What? Word?
Yeah. How's that make you feel?
Whatever helps us win, that's what I'm here to do.
Got it. Thanks, man.
No problem. Is that it?
That's it. Just missed this question earlier.
All right, for sure, B. Sorry, bro, let me holler at you right quick.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Che.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.